Pete Rose and the now being allowed to be up for Hall of Fame voting.
Yeah.
What is your opinion of that? After his death, where he cannot enjoy this. However, now he's able to be, the ban is lifted to where now he can be up for eligibility for a Hall of Fame. What is your
Yeah.
personal and professional opinion on that?
Yeah, obviously Pete Rose, the hit king, one of the best to ever play the game. Without any strikes against him or anything that he did, he would easily be in the Hall of Fame. But my professional view and also my personal view is that the game, and I'm one that understands that people deserve second chances, but the game made the biggest rule to be a rule of integrity and not betting on the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think once you kind of lift that circumstance in which somebody has been, wrongly accused of or was accused of, and they found out that, those things actually happened, I don't think that that's a ban that should be lifted, no matter who the person is, because one, now you involve a slippery slope. Now, okay, if we can remove the biggest rule in baseball, and which should be the biggest rule in sports, and this is a rule that's like posted on every single door that you walk in, the first door you walk into the clubhouse, around the stadium, no betting in baseball, Rule 21. I think that once you kind of lift that, then what else is unacceptable, right? We talk a lot about domestic violence, abuse. Are those things going to be lifted because of this other rule? What happens to people that bet in the future? What happens to the people that were suspended for betting previously? Do all of a sudden those guys get a second chance? I think you're looking at a slippery slope in which things in the future can continue to snowball. And now I think you set a precedent that, I even think about the steroid era, right? Like, so how do we determine, was steroids worse than somebody that betted, and if that person gets into the Hall of Fame, does that mean that the people that did steroids should get the opportunity to get in the Hall of Fame? I think you have to equate certain wrongdoing by doing that. So I'm definitely one that was definitely not for the lifting of the ban, just because now you've opened a door of whole other circumstances that come into play.